Hello, this is Bob Rutledge. I am a marketing expert, and I am hopefully talking to some attorneys that want to learn a little bit more about how to market their business. Um, Marketing is the same thing like sales. It's the same for everybody. You got to do certain things, and Google has changed the whole playing field. And so I hope you will stick around to when I get to this place in the video right here. This is me. I live down in beautiful South Baldwin County near Gulf Shores, Alabama. But it doesn't matter where here is because I have clients in the Dallas, Texas area, the Atlanta area, uh, Houston. I've serviced Las Vegas. Doesn't matter. Uh, but this is for any lawyer in any location, but especially the big cities. Now, this is my website. I hope you'll visit it. Let me go back to it here. Sorry about that. Micromanagedmedia.com. I generate sales leads for service industry people, especially heating and air and plumbers. But I've started having some started dealing with some lawyers. So it's been a natural for me to do this. I'm a Google partner. If you go back to the website, you can scroll down and verify my credentials. Basically, what that means is I manage a lot of money being spent on Google every month and have for decades. In fact, my first foray into pay-per-click advertising was for my own company back before Google ever existed. The number one search engine was Yahoo, and the people you actually made the credit card bill out to were called Overture. And back then, before Google even existed, I was spending $30,000 a month of my own money to market some vitamins that we were selling. And so that business continued for a long time. And then that's how I learned how to do internet marketing for lawyers and plumbers and so on. I'm going to reduce the picture here. You don't need to look at me, but this is kind of another one of my bona fides here. In the past month, I've created 465 calls from my clients, and I can do the same thing for you. I'm going to quickly go over this slide presentation right quick. Let me go back to the beginning of it because search engine marketing has completely changed. This is a picture of an entire search result. It doesn't matter what it's for. In this particular case, it's AC repair. But I think you'll find you can type in divorce attorney and you will find exactly the same layout or something very similar. There's two types of ads in this particular case. I think you'll only find one type of paid ad at the top for an attorney, and but this is called Google Guaranteed. And you have the normal pay-per-click. Then you have the map section. Now, this is where the action is. Now, this is the big change. If you're paying a lot of money for search engine optimization to be number one, you're showing up down here. I mean, this is the number one guy in my particular area for this particular trade. But he's competing against Home Advisor and Yelp, and I think it's Angie's List. They're going to always beat you. And so in law, you've got some similar big websites you've got to overcome. So this is where I want to get your attention. You're throwing away money to be number one in search engine optimization. It just doesn't matter anymore. Your website is your business card because people are going to look you up by your brand name. But they're typically now new people are going to find you in the map section. So let me zoom in on it. So here's the local ads. Again, for heating and air, they have this Google Guaranteed aspect of it at the top. But it's all about proximity marketing now. It's your geolocation. People are going to look you up 60-70% of the time now on their smartphones, and determine wherever that smartphone is how they're going to find you. If they drive 10 miles down the road, they're going to get totally different results. Keep that in mind. That's a big difference nowadays. All right. This is your new landing page. This is where people come to check you out. Your Google My Business page has information about you, has your reviews. You can even post articles on here. I know how to post articles on these things to get them to show up more often in the maps section. So again, the goal is to get shown up in the map section. Now I design websites. There's been a big revolution in that too. I use my, WordPress as my framework, but I can, you know, I have templates that I can use now that are, in the old days, one of the knocks on a template type website was that they were slow, that they were over coded. That's not true anymore. Google loves a fast website. I build some of the fastest websites out there because I'm able to use these types of websites that are already pre-formatted. All I need are your pictures to replace here, your verbiage here, which I can typically write or help you write, and we'll have this thing filled out and up and running for a fraction of what a premium website used to cost. This website here is also mobile friendly. So that's what it's going to look like on a smartphone. And the only thing I would change on this particular one is I'd make sure the phone number showed up right here and floated with, even as the page went up, the phone number would still be visible at all times, or at least a button to click. But these websites, they cover the types of litigation areas that you practice in. And then we could do some pay-per-click advertising. We can do advertising in the map section. We can do digital. I can do digital, display advertising and YouTube videos. Just much more than I can get into right now. You give me a call, I'll send you some more examples of my work. Okay, again, now here's where we're about to wrap the video up. So I did a search for attorneys, divorce, Dallas, Texas. And by the way, I hope there was a tornado out there not for last. I hope everybody's okay. In fact, it was quite miraculous from what I understood. No more people got hurt than did. But there's going to be a lot of insurance adjusting going on. Anyway, when I type in that for Dallas, Texas, it looks to me like it geo-targets the northern end of Dallas, Texas. Why not downtown? I don't know. But it's all about geo-targeting. I don't care where you're at. If I'm standing if I'm over on this side of Dallas, Texas, in Las Colinas, I guess is how you pronounce that, I'm going to get a different results than Garland. So I have a way to work around this. I can get you listed. So, I'm skipping ahead of myself. So here I've zoomed in on the North Dallas area for attorneys. Let me hit search again. Okay, so you're going to see this is who shows up. I can manage your paid advertising in these areas here, but you can see the green ones are paid. But I can get you to show up in here. I can double, triple your number of map viewings just because I know how to do it. That's the new search engine optimization now. But I can also get you listed in towns like Carrollton. Let's say you are located in Garland. I can make you show up in the map section in Carrollton, Louisville, let me zoom out. No, let me zoom in. All these towns around here, Frisco, Allen, McKinney, for a very low, reasonable amount of money per month. And then you will show up more in organic listings or in the maps section. So like if I do a search right here for a whole different set of lawyers show up, and I can make your company show up in this area even though you're not physically located in that area. So that's my secret sauce. But let me wrap this up by reiterating. You're paying a lot of money, and you have now for decades, for search engine optimization. It doesn't work. Save your money. I don't know anyone in any type of business that can just throw away money. Put your money on paid pay-per-click advertising, put your money on showing up in more Google Maps listings, and that's the type of work I do. If you've got an old website, I can bring you up to date. The good thing about it is, and let's finish this up by going back to my website. When you scroll down, in the past you've hired an agency. This time, hire an expert. Uh, it's all in one. I have almost no overhead compared to some of these agencies. I'm certainly not located in California or New York. You can lock 50% of the cost off immediately because of that. But another thing that I do is I do not take on more than one trade, lawyer, whatever type of business it would be in a geographic area. I don't need to. If you need some help with any aspect of digital marketing, I'm the guy you call. I hope you'll write down my phone number, bookmark this website. I'm not asking for email addresses. If you do want to email me, I will show you that. Let's see if I can get to it right quick. Here's my email address. Let's move this picture up. Let's get rid of that one. So that's my contact information right there. If there's anything I can be of service to you, do not hesitate to call. Do not hesitate to email. And then if we can work out some business in some way, hey, that's just all the better for it. But I can answer some questions and help you get started down the right path. Thank you for your attention, and best